Hi, this is Jenny. I just love to inspire others to create different things, and this is your 5-minute candy corn. So you'll start with, I have a quarter sheet of paper here, and you will draw, you want to fill your paper, and you'll draw a rounded triangle. Just lightly draw a rounded triangle. And then you'll divide it into 3 parts. Now, a candy corn is curved, so your bottom will be curved just a little bit, and your lines here will be curved ever so slightly. And once you have that, you can add colors. And if you're going to go with the typical candy corn color, then the yellow's down here, orange here, and white up here. Now, your hand has a natural curve here. So if you turn your paper over, you will be able to color this very easily with your colored pencil. So I'm using yellow down here, and I'm just going to color. I'm not using the point, I'm using the side, and it gets a natural curve going on there. And if you want to have the light, like on here, we have the light showing here, and we have the shadow on this side. So you can make this a lighter color straight up, or I'll show you how you can kind of cheat that if you forget, because I do that sometimes too. So this side you're gonna color all the way over to the edge here. And then I'm gonna come in with my eraser, and I'm gonna erase. I don't want my line to be so defined there from my pencil. I don't mind if it's there a little bit, but I don't want it all the way there. And next, I think I'm going to actually color this a little bit darker, so it shows a little bit more. So if you do light pressure, you can always add on top of that. Less is more. So you color. And then your next color is going to be orange. If you're going with the standard candy corn. I know there's some that have brown in them. And there's probably all kinds of them actually. So I'm going to do this to remind myself that I'm going to do that lighter and this darker. See, my natural curve goes with the curve of the candy corn. Gave myself a little edge there. I'm going to go right up to that line. Erase some of that. And we've got this going on now. Now we're going to go up to the white. Well, the paper is already white, so we are not going to color that. So now we're going to go to our shadows. So for shadowing a warm color, I use brown. And you're going to use your lighter pressure. Still have that curve. A little bit more towards the bottom here. Oops, got out of the line a little bit there. And then you're going to just go part way. And you want to make sure you have a flat surface on your pencil. You don't want to be pointing. Mine's not very flat yet, but we're getting there. Turn my paper and add a little curve there so that I'm not going outside all the time. Alrighty. So now we've got some shadow on the brown, or on the yellow part. And you can make it darker or lighter, however you want, whatever looks good to you. You want to make sure you get all the way over to this edge. And remember, you can always use your eraser. I like the white erasers. Sometimes the pink ones leave a pink residue behind, and I don't like that. But I kind of use whatever I have handy. Okay, so now I'm going to go up to the orange. And once again, I'm going to kind of give myself a little edge there. And then I'm just going to kind of go straight up with that. Alrighty, so like I said with this, the white is already white. So I just used the brown, very, very, very light. And I went up on both sides. And I get my flat edge there. And I'm going to kind of outline it so it does have an outline. Because we need that for sure. All right, and then we're gonna go up ever so lightly, barely touching the paper, barely touching it. And then a little bit on this side. And then I just add a little bit there because it is so white. And then if you think, well, my white doesn't exactly match here. Well, that's okay. We could come in with our eraser and come over here onto the yellow and kind of erase it a little bit. Always go the way your stroke's going with the pencil. And then you can come back in and add so that your reflection is going all the same way. So there you go. You have your 5-minute candy corn. See you next time.